Jai Gurudev, dear children. Today, let us talk about our favorite god, Lord Sri Krishna. Lord Sri Krishna has been worshipped by millions across the world, sometimes as a baby, sometimes as a child, sometimes as a youth. In various forms, he has charmed and mesmerized his devotees. Through his stories, we can relate to many things in our own lives. The stories of Lord Krishna, known as the Krishna Leela or the Ras Leela. Are these stories merely for entertainment? No. Each and every story teaches us something valuable which enriches our life. Just by looking at the life of Lord Sri Krishna, we can learn and imbibe many values in our own life. Let us see what they are. As I take you further on this journey, try and recollect from the stories that you have heard throughout your life. Then it will be much easier to relate to them. Krishna. Krishna. What does this name mean? Krishna means Ananda. Krishna means the most attractive. It means pure bliss, joy, devotion. Krishna means the beloved, loved by one and all. How does one person attract so many? What are the qualities of this person? That is what we need to understand and imbibe that in our own lives. Shall we go through some of the stories that we already know? Everybody is familiar with the mischievous Bal Gopal and his mother Yashodama. The way he steals butter from the gopis, their complaints, and then Yashodama pretending to be angry and punishing little Krishna, which he so wholeheartedly accepts with a smile. This shows us his divine quality of being mischievous yet innocent. Many people who are mischievous are crooked in their minds and cunning in their hearts. They wish harm to other people, but not so with our little Krishna. All are we familiar with the stories of how Krishna liberated his parents Devaki and Vasudev, and also Yashoda and Nand, and his relationship with his older brother Lord Balaram is also an example of how brotherhood is to be respected, nourished, and worshipped. Through these relations, he shows us how he has been a perfect son and a brother. We are also familiar with the stories of Krishna and Sudama, his poor friend who got him the parched rice, which Krishna so wholeheartedly accepted. His another friend, Sakhi Draupadi, who tied him a rakhi. Later, she was blessed by the Lord with the Akshay Patra, and also he saved her from the humiliation during the Chirharan. Krishna became the humble charioteer for his friend Parth, Arjun, during the Mahabharat war. When Arjun lost courage and refused to fight in the form of a guru, Krishna assumed the Vishwarupa and recited the Bhagavad Gita and showed Arjuna the right path of dharma. Indeed, he has again and again demonstrated himself as a perfect friend. Can Krishna really exist without Radha? It is impossible. The love of Krishna and Radha is an example in the realm of existence of what divine love is. The Ras Leela on the banks of Yamuna, when all the gopis felt that Krishna belonged only to them and theirs alone shows the devotion and longing for the Lord is remembered and worshipped through ages. The Lord with Rukmini and all his wives, he has demonstrated how one can be a perfect householder and a beloved. How does one person fulfill so many relationships 100%? That is the ultimate skill in action, yukti. We need this fine skill in our lives in handling people and situations around us. Everyone is familiar with the story of Govardhan Parvat, how Krishna held out his little finger and saved the entire village of Gokul. Also, his fight with the Kalinga Nag and saved the precious water of Yamuna from being poisoned. The slaying of Kamsa and Jarasandh was a magnificent demonstration of his strength. Yes, Krishna is indeed very strong, yet at the same time he is very gentle. His flute, the colorful garland around his neck, a peacock feather in his throne are a reminder of how gentle, sensitive, and light he is on this planet. Often we see that people who are physically strong are very insensitive, lack empathy, and are rough. People who are very gentle do not have any endurance or physical strength. Krishna is a combination of both these qualities in perfect balance. Very rarely would anyone see a picture of Krishna where he is not surrounded by trees and animals. He is always seen in some meadows or forest or on the banks of a river where there are birds and animals like a cow, peacock, deer, swans. As a cowherd, it is a well-known fact that not only men and women but also birds and animals would be mesmerized by the music of his flute. Nature blossomed and rejoiced in his presence. There is ample evidence to show that Krishna was a true lover of nature and animals and extremely sensitive to the environment. In the war of Mahabharata, when Arjun lost courage and refused to fight, the Lord Krishna manifested his knowledge in the form of Vishwarupa and gave to this world the eternal knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, the most sacred scripture in the Hindu tradition. The Bhagavad Gita is found in every household of India. Children learn to chant Bhagavad Gita at a very young age. It is the knowledge of Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga explains how actions in one's life should be performed and conducted. Who better can express its importance other than the father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi, when he said, "When doubts haunt me, when disappointments stare me in the face, and I see not one ray of hope on the horizon, I turn to Bhagavad Gita and find a verse to comfort me, and I immediately begin to smile in the midst of overwhelming sorrow." Those who meditate on the Gita will derive fresh joy and new meanings from it every day. Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Ji says, "When knowledge, mischief, and love come together, that is when Krishna is born." Happy Krishna Janmashtami to all of you. Jai Gurudev.